Good morning, hello and welcome back to a new vlog. I'm just popping my socks on. I am heading to the Cotswolds today. Oh my gosh, that is my phone ringing. Hello. I have an Addison Lee outside. He was actually 40 minutes late because apparently the traffic is so bad this morning, which is crazy. And he was 40 minutes late and I'm still 40 minutes late because I did a Peloton. So it was great because it meant I could actually get a workout done. So I'm wearing a new coat, which you guys haven't seen yet. I wanted to take it to New York, but couldn't take it to New York because I did not have the room. So I'm very quickly just drinking my collagen powder, my electrolytes, having some green juice, and then I'm going to jump in the car and go to the Cotswolds. We're staying at one of the best places in the Cotswolds. I'm so excited. I'm going with one of my favorite brands. So join me for a wellness vlog. I take my collagen and my electrolytes very seriously. Okay, let's do this. Try and do your makeup in a moving car on Cotswolds Road. That is serious talent. So I have just arrived. I'm actually checking into Thyme, which is one of my favourite hotels in the Cotswolds, and I'm here for a little retreat with Holland and Barrett. It's short and sweet because I actually have to dash to get back to London so early tomorrow for another wellness event. So it's all happening. But I've made it here. I forgot how beautiful this area and village is. I never really come to this side of the Cotswolds anymore, so it's nice to be back, and I'm already really excited to eat. So let's do this. I just finished my makeup in the car. Got my room key, love in the mist. How cute is that? Shall we have a look at my room? Love in the mist. This is my room. I believe that big area over there is where I had breakfast last time I came. This is my little fire pit. So shall we go inside? I love it. It's like old meets new. Let's have a look at what's going on in this room. Da, 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 da. So I've got a Holland and Barrett dressing gown. My bags are all here, and then, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Also, it smells so good in here. Wow, this diffuser smells amazing. I need to not lose my room key. This is me wearing the thing that I haven't taken off, this two-piece set. I'm obsessed with it. She's so comfortable. Oh my gosh, we have a little coffee maker. How beautiful. I do know from going to Park Fair in the Cotswolds that Thyme sell a lot of the things, like the candles and everything. They sell them all. So how lovely. This is the bed. And then I have my very own wellness hamper, which let's have a look at in a second. We've then got this dreamy bath. I mean, have you ever seen a nicer bath? Whoa. And then the sink, again, the dreamiest of sinks I've ever seen. So this brand actually is owned by Thyme, I believe. And my friend Josie, her wedding, she gave us all candles from Bittioli. So that's probably why I feel like the room smells so nice and why I think it's so special, because it's reminding me of Josie's wedding. You even get the soap, the 3-in-1 hair and body bar. And then we've got a shower in here. I just love that it's kind of like farmhouse vibes meets modern. I love this space. Like, what an amazing place. So this is my room. Shall we have a little look inside my hamper? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it says, welcome. Emily. That was so funny. I was literally just laughing on the phone to my mum saying that everyone calls me Emily. But cute. We are delighted to welcome you to Holland and Barrett's Restart Retreat. Throughout your stay, we'll show you how simple it can be to enjoy delicious, naturally nutritious food and fuel your fitness or well-being goals whilst exploring Holland and Barrett's new launches across food and active nutrition. We have added some items that we hope you'll love based on your questionnaire responses, plus some little added extras to hope you feel your best this January. Choose an oil, switch on your diffuser and take the time to unwind and settle into the retreat. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Also, I really don't mind people calling me Emily Emily, even though it's not my name. I think people try and be polite by lengthening my name and assuming that it's Emily. It's just funny because I was literally on the phone to my mum this morning saying that everyone calls me Emily, so now I just answer to it. So what do we have in here? Oh my gosh, this is so nice, and it's so nice that it's been personalised to me. You guys know I'm a huge Holland and Barrett fan. I go in there all the time, usually the King's Road Chelsea store or the Battersea store. I am a huge customer, so really excited to see what I've got. Superfood blend with benefits. Oh, this sounds amazing. Support a natural glow with our blend of berries, Irish moss. Oh my gosh, this sounds so good for smoothies. Dark chocolate blueberries. I might have to eat these now. She's hungry. Superfood blend with benefits. Oh, okay, so they've got a few different ones. This one has natural caffeine, green. So this is like their own greens powder. I love that Holland and Barrett do that now. A trail mix with benefits. High in fiber, high in vitamin C, high in vitamin D. And it tells you how many plant points. So 12 plant points in that one. My gosh, this looks so good to go on my granola, on my yogurt. We've then got an English breakfast tea blend. We have got peppermint tea, some lavender oil, some peppermint oil, some good night sleep tablets. I really love the brand Dr. Organic. I actually bought from Holland and Barrett their gel, aloe vera gel when I had a burn once. So they've given snail gel, a sleep mist. Oh my gosh, I love Manuka honey. This one has lion's mane extract and vitamin C. There's also a scented candle, because did you know that Holland & Barrett also do beauty? They sell a lot of my favourite beauty brands. Peanut and cacao bites, these are very me. And then we've also got a relaxing tea. Oh my gosh, I love that this also has chamomile, lemon balm. It has magnesium and vitamin D in it. Wow. And then I've got my very own diffuser, and then even a post-workout muscle soak. How gorgeous is that? That is so special. Thank you, Holland and Barrett. How thoughtful. Look how amazing the hamper it comes in as. Here around 3 minutes and I'm already into the snacks, and it's so funny because in the car on the way here I had my Holland and Barrett chocolate dates that I bought because I buy them in bulk, and now I've tucked in and I've got my dark chocolate blueberries lightly dusted with acai powder with 70% cocoa. I feel jet lagged today, and I really don't know why. I'm taking my magnesium. Maybe I just didn't sleep that well. I did do a workout this morning, but I genuinely feel jet lagged. I'm in the Cotswolds, not the Caribbean. So good. You're either an unpacker or you're not when you get into hotel rooms. I'm like, I'm not a full unpacker. I'm like a kind of organized mess. So I'm gonna get like my shoes out and hang my dress for tonight. Also get my beauty goodies set out because that's one of my favorite things to do. As always, I brought far too many beauty goodies with me. The bag that I spoke about on a vlog recently, actually, it's just like a flat lay bag, and it means that you can put so much stuff in it and then it just pulls together. I approve of it so much. Yeah, I really didn't need to bring all this stuff, but I do have something tomorrow, which is why I basically had to double up on everything. Some of the bits I brought with me. I got this for my birthday. I've got my toothbrush with me, which, by the way, you can get them on sale. I'll link them below. Really, really good. The hair oil. This is so good. I talk about it honestly so much. I'm like a broken record. Use it on wet hair, use it on dry hair, use it before going to the gym. You can use it to make your hair less frizzy, heat protectant, flyaways. It's just so good. It's nourishing. My Galenay face vinegar. I'm going to sleep in this tonight because my skin's feeling dry. My Beautify Oxygen Mask, some little Chanel bits, and then I cannot wait to use my travel minis from Sol de Janeiro. I absolutely love this range. It was exclusive to Space NK. I think it might still be, but this body butter, it smells so good. Some more beauty bits, Drunk Elephant, YSL, Dior. I've got some Aveda hair minis with me. And then these actually came in a beauty box. It was like £13. I will link it below, and it means you get to trial all of these beauty bits, including two of my favourites, an Elemis cleansing balm and Philip Kingsley elasticizer. The best hair mask ever. My trichologist recommended I use this 3 times a week, so it's coming everywhere with me. Great in your gym bag as well because it's a mini. And I'm wondering which Holland and Barrett bits I should add to the routine tonight. I didn't really need to bring anything because I could just use this snail eye serum from Dr. Organic and this snail gel from Dr. Organic. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good, doesn't it? People rave about snail gel. Oh my gosh, maybe I should have a cup of tea before I get ready for lunch. Okay, I need to get out of my cozy clothes, but I've just been like enjoying because they told me to enjoy. I've just got a relaxation support tea with benefits. It's really cool. It comes with like a little benefits blend sachet, and you basically pop this after your tea is brewed for an extra dose of wellness. How exciting is that? And then I need to get ready to actually go for lunch. I'm gonna be late because I'm having too much of a great time. This is the tea. So special. My mum bought me a t-shirt with this artist's work on it, and they have the book in the room. That is honestly so special. I'm gonna buy my mum this book. Oh my gosh, every single part of this is just so special. I could literally read this. I think I'll actually read this before bed. Oh, how special. That is going straight in the bed. Don't fix what ain't broken. I don't know what the vibe is, so I'm doing this with a cute little fur coat to dress it up. Gonna do lunch, and then I will come and get changed if I feel underdressed. Let's go eat. I'm never gonna find this room again.
Really good thing because it's good for gut biodiversity. We've also made a nutritionally dense meal for you, and we'll explain why we've done that. So basically, after this, you're going to have at least 25 points. You'll have all your vitamins and minerals in for the day, and you'll walk away feeling full, satiated, and also really healthy. Okay? And all of this you can do at home, and we'll talk about, you don't do this every single day, clearly not. So at home, we're here for 2 days. No, but at home, what I do is I'll make 5 of these things. I'll have in the fridge, I'll have in the Tupperwares. I work quite long hours, I don't have much time to do prep.
That's not for a wellness business.
You know, I'm a chef, I can work quite quickly, but I don't have much time. I eat crap when I'm tired and stressed, and once I'm prepared, it's really good. So in my fridge, I've got Tupperwares, and in here, I'll make up 3 or 4 of these, and I'll top it up as we go. Tip number 1. 5 minutes in, that's fantastic. Right, look, the thought process behind this, and this is what we do with all our products. If you're doing content, and you're thinking about who's going to listen to it, I think with our customers, we try to get into their heads. So when we were doing this menu and talking through it, we said, look, it's January. What's going on? Okay? So January is a time when all your habits and behaviours change, right? Your sleep gets buffered. So basically, it's dark when you get up, it's dark when you go to bed, your rhythm is all over the shop. That causes stress, it causes you to get tired, it is very odd things. The second thing, sleep deprivation is horrific. This man always smiling and gleaming has got a very young child at home. I mean, sleep deprivation is a torture. The second thing is exercise. Right? I'm a great outdoor person, so I cycle a lot, I do a lot of walking, I do a lot of sailing, all gone. So my exercise is gone. Okay, so again, there's a really big change. Third thing that happens, I think, is that we eat comfort food. So I used to work for a big supermarket, and that supermarket would use lots of ready meals. We used to sell 40% more ready meals in the winter. Why is that? Because people are hungry, they want filling food, they want easy food, they want lasagnas, shepherd's pies, all the rest of it. So it's a real change in the way that you change your food. So there's an awful lot kind of going on at that kind of point. Then the thing that we do at this point where our bodies are really stressed and everything's changing is we decide then to go on a diet, don't we? Come January, we're going to go, new me, new you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose some weight and improve myself. And your body's going to scream out saying, it's all changed, what we're doing. There's these massive amounts of stress. Okay? So what are we going to do? Well, Dr. Ruby talks about this very, very well, but we'll jump in as we go along. But there are basically 4 strategies you can do. Sleep, stress, exercise are the 3 absolute core. And again, the more I read it, it's not just a simple thing. All those things are really important. I'm going to talk about food, what food to eat, and how to eat. Okay. So when I looked at this, obviously is what we're going to do, we wanted to do a nutrient-dense meal. So in here, what you have is a plant-led lunch. Okay, we have got some meat in here. We've got some lean proteins. We've got some clever carbs, so these are the ones that are slow energy release. We've also got some omega-3. We've also got a diversity of fibre and also lots of protein. But protein that comes from meat, comes from fish, comes from tofu, that comes from legumes and other bits and pieces. So there are 3 or 4 things that this kind of meal kind of represents. How's that feel? Day away from processed food. Okay, and again, I've spent 25 years in the food industry making up processed food. What it does, again, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. I can tell you more about it if you like. So, hi everyone, I'm Ruby. I think this is the kind of food that we really want to be diving into as much as possible. Food, I didn't realise this when I was at med school because I wasn't taught nutrition. And in fact, does anyone know how many hours of nutrition we tend to get as medical doctors?
It's like 1 page in textbook.
It's like 1 page in textbook, yeah. So on average, it's like 5 hours of nutrition across a 5 to 6 year degree. And of that nutrition, it's like impractical nutrition. It's more about total parenteral nutrition, so stuff that we give patients in ICU. It's not practical at all. I'm trying to change that with my culinary medicine non-profit at the moment, but it's still pretty dire. And I came to this via my own personal experience with ill health. I used to have a heart condition and a regular heartbeat, and I overcame that through a lifestyle approach to some of the stuff we were talking about with exercise, stress, but also through a very food-focused approach as well. And the more I learned about food, the more I realised food can have an impact on our longevity, yes, our cardiovascular health, our skin, our mental well-being, our energy levels, our mood. There are so many things that food has an impact on. But it's also an expression of love. I love this sort of quote on the bowl here: "No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." And I think food, the amount of effort that you put into creating a lovely meal for yourself, is something that is an act of love that is more than just the nutrient density of what you're bringing on plate. I'm going to talk through a couple of principles that are really personified by what we've got here, and that I think everyone should sort of keep front of mind whenever you're making something yourself. And then I'll let you dive into this. I know we've been talking about the food so much, but we need to get into the food. So BBGs, beans, berries, greens, seeds, and nuts every single day. Everyone say BBGs? BBGs every single day. You want to tick off your BBGs. So that's a cooked portion of beans, a cooked portion of greens, some berries, they can be frozen or fresh depending on seasonality, and seeds and nuts as long as you're not allergic. They contain fatty acids, prebiotics, anti-inflammatory chemicals. We can talk about all these different ingredients, and I can do at length. But I want to just point out a couple of things. So we've got brassica vegetables and our Brussels sprouts here in char. What do you char these in?
Literally pan fried, a little bit of oil, nice and crispy.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is my favourite way to make Brussels sprouts because that char and that caramelisation really does give that extra depth of flavour. We've got greens here, so our kale as well, so we're getting those anti-inflammatory chemicals from the brassica vegetables. We have probiotics from our sprouts, and there's a pickle there as well, so we're getting some prebiotics there. We have our fatty acids, so we are ticking off our BBGs apart from berries, but you can have that a little bit later on if you like, and we have beans here as well. The other thing that I always want people to know about, and I'm really, really hot on these days, given that my new book is coming out all about protein, is protein. Does everyone know how much protein that they should be consuming every single day that are unique to their needs?
Depends on the guidelines.
Depends on the guidelines, yeah. 1.5 per kilo, yeah. So there's different amounts.
We can have a debate.
We can have a debate about this, but there's different amounts depending on your activity levels, your age, whether you're breastfeeding or pregnant, and your nutritional status as well. The current guidelines are 0.8 grams per kilogram. There's actually a lot of debate around that, and I feel that they're going to go up pretty imminently as well. Particularly if you're exercising, which it looks like a lot of you do, but all of you do, you should be consuming more. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to get it from meat if you don't wish to. So we've got some great selections of proteins here. Tofu, which is a really good source of protein, has all 9 essential amino acids. We have fish, and we have lean chicken as well. So these are all things that I think we can definitely talk about. And look, I'm on hand over lunch and over the next few hours and into the evening. So if you want to ask me questions about what should you be eating for skin health, what should you be eating for energy, is fasting good or bad, what about time, all that kind of stuff, I'm always on hand for you to ask me anything. One other thing I would say is, sorry, just based on a podcast I had recently, a lot of the talk around healthy eating can come from fear or shame, particularly in this month. It's like you're beating yourself up because you want to punish yourself for having the indulgences of the Christmas and festive period. Where actually we want to be eating from the perspective of love. We want to be eating from the perspective of loving our microbes, loving ourselves, and I think this is probably the best expression of love, because not only are you eating delicious, healthy food, but you're eating on that beautiful communal table, which is very, very much part of a healthy eating strategy, is that communal aspect of eating. So yeah, I think this is a wonderful job, and we're going to get into discussions about all these different ingredients, and yeah, really, really happy to do it.
So if it's okay, and again, we know taking having moments and images is really, really important. What we're going to do is just show you one way of actually making the salad. And then we'll hand it over to you. And you see on the table, you've got the plate settings, you've got bowl, you've got big mixers. So what we'll do, and in fact, we'll move into it myself. Okay. So basically, we'll go through the selection. Okay. And we'll just say why we're picking it up. And basically, what we'll be doing is eating the rainbow, looking at different colours, doing pre and probiotics with the sauerkraut and kimchi.
So it's hard to make a bad choice here, because basically I'm just trying to look for colours as much as possible, but I'm going to follow my own guidelines of DGs. So I want to get some greens in there. I want to make sure that I'm getting some sweetness from carrots. A good little hack to add just not only extra protein but texture is just to add a topper. So the crispy chickpeas I'm going to go into in a second, and there's mushroom crisps.
The mushroom crisps.
The mushroom crisps mushrooms are really interesting. I think mushrooms are having a bit of a moment with like lion's mane and chagrin. Whilst those are great, I think the regular culinary mushrooms that we have available in stores and like these, I think these are shiitake. Mixtures. Yeah, so just dried, they've got polysaccharides that our gut microbes absolutely love. And you're going to hear a theme over the next couple of hours. It's all going to be about our gut microbes, giving them interesting, different bits of food to consume. And we have tons of different types of microbes, each with their own varied tastes. Some like mushrooms, some like onions, some like greens, and the variety, and that's why you've got this 30 parts a week sort of mantra, the variety is the best way to look after our gut microbes, that look after our energy levels.
Look, they have their shop here and you can buy all of the items. Oh my gosh, look at this cushion. How gorgeous. And this is a candle from Josie's wedding. So they sell all of this stuff. It just smells like Josie's wedding. How gorgeous that they sell everything in here. Wow. Hello, I'm just back in my room, just having a few moments to just get myself organized. We had the most amazing lunch. I'm so full. I also just had these Holland and Barrett, like a ginger, chocolate covered piece of ginger. They were so delicious, but when I say I ate so much, I am so full right now. We basically did a plant, kind of all of the plant points for lunch. We had a doctor, a nutritionist, a chef talking to us. It was amazing. I wanted to leave that in there for you guys so you guys could learn, because personally, I'm obsessed with learning about nutrition and health and wellness. That was amazing. So they had like a build your own salad section. We built the most amazing salad bowls with so much goodness, so much protein, amino acids, antioxidants, and all the stuff obviously you can get from Holland and Barrett. So that was really, really special. Got to chat with all the girls. It was amazing. Like, I want to do a build your own salad party. All the toppings were so good. We learned about the power of mushrooms. Now I'm just getting myself organized, and then we're actually doing a cooking class. So this is going to be amazing. So come along with me.
So I'm going to give you all a Holland Barrett apron, and we're going to be doing a build your own virtue session with Dr. Rupy. So yeah, if you guys want to head over there and put your aprons on.
Who thinks breakfast is the most important meal of the day?
Me.
There's some people that don't. Let's talk afterwards. But I think it is. There is a trend towards fasting these days, and I think fasting definitely does have a role with metabolic health. I think if you're going to have breakfast, you want something that is protein rich and fiber rich. The reason why is because when you get enough protein, particularly first thing in the morning, and you get enough fiber, you're supporting your body's innate sort of cravings for protein, because we all have this protein amount that we all need every single day. It's one of the most important macronutrients. And when you have enough fiber, your body naturally produces GLP-1. GLP-1 is something you might have heard of because of Ozempic and semaglutide. These are all things that I think are good from a medical perspective, but there are ways in which we naturally produce these hormones that keep our cravings nice and level, so you're not reaching for something sweet mid-morning and your breakfast actually supports you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip round through the ingredients. We've got two different build your own adventures here, and then James is going to give you the actual sort of amounts for each recipe, so you can build your own version and know which one you want.
Do a quick demo. So
and do a quick demo.
So I can mess it up badly.
Exactly, yeah. So on this side is our banana espresso. What's the name of this actually?
I think we call it banana espresso.
Banana espresso, yeah. This is going to be the one I'm going to make, I'm going to whip through these ingredients. So we've got peanut butter. Peanut butter is a wonderful thing to add to your blood sugar because it is packed full of protein. Peanuts are one of the highest protein nuts out there. It's around 25 to 28 grams per 100 grams, which is super high. If you compare that to chicken, chicken's around 30 grams, so it's actually quite high in terms of protein. It's not a complete protein, but it's still got a lot of those amino acids that support not just your muscles, but hormones, enzymes, everything is really built out of these different amino acids, these protein blocks. So getting peanut butter, I think, is a really good way of ensuring you get the protein numbers. There are some people that don't eat oats, and for that, as a substitute, we've got flax. Flaxseed, also known as linseed, easily milled, is one of those incredible ingredients that actually thicken liquids, and they give a lovely bulk to it. Again, it's full of protein and fibre, so if you're going to combine these two, it's a great way to start your day with these as well. They also have something called lignansin, which is actually quite novel to flax seeds, very good for hormonal health. They support your gut microbes in a phenomenal way, and these are uniquely anti-inflammatory. You might have heard of inflammation, like too high inflammation, too low inflammation. Most of us lead quite inflammatory lifestyles, from the processed food that we consume, environmental pollutants, things outside of our control like stress. And one way in which to really address that balance of inflammation is eating in an anti-inflammatory way, and having these sort of nuts and seeds is a great, easy way of ensuring that you're readdressing that balance. The other thing that we've got here is the omega-3 nuts and seed mix. So this is a blend of different types of flax seeds, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds are some of my favourite seeds because they're much cheaper and they have what's called short-chain omega-3 fatty acids. So we get long-chain omega-3 fatty acids from algae, fish like salmon, fish oil, We get short chain omega-3 fatty acids from nuts and seeds, which again are anti-inflammatory. So you can already see, like, I'm giving you 3 ingredients, all of which are anti-inflammatory. So they're really readdressing that balance that we all are a little bit more pro-inflammatory. Chia, again, another really good thickening agent. I'd always say you want to soak your chia, because soaking chia sort of activates it and makes some of those proteins a lot more absorbable. In fact, soaking nuts and seeds generally is something that I would advise anyway, but particularly for chia. If you don't soak, have you seen that trend on TikTok where people are like eating chia and then like plugging it down with water? I really don't recommend that, because you'll lead to a lot of bloating, because the chia will absorb a lot of that water. It'll absorb water in your stomach as well, and it can actually cause blockages. So definitely don't do that. If you are going to have chia, make sure you soak it and then eat it afterwards. And again, really, really high in protein as well. So this is going to be a really good protein option. We've got banana, which is going to give that natural sweetness. And it does spike your sugars if you have it low. When you combine it with a source of protein and fibre, it blunts that sugar spiking effect. So it's kind of like having plain mashed potatoes, and actually you're having mashed potatoes with chicken, vegetables, pasta sauce, whatever it might be. It's, you know, that's how you want to see your oats. So you don't have them on their own, you want to have them as part of a complex matrix of different ingredients. These have got things like beta-glucans, again very good for your gut and giving your gut all these different types of fibers as well. So oats are definitely on my list, and I would have that with mixing with those different ingredients. On this side, we have apple. What do you call this one? Apple.
This is the apple, the cherry apple pie.
Cherry apple
Ooh.
pie.
It's my favourite.
So the apple is going to be providing some of the sweetness here, and we're using some of those Haskell berries. Has anyone come across Haskell berries before today?
No.
So really, really interesting berry. I only came across them in the last couple of years, and they're really high in anthocyanins as well as vitamin C, like James said earlier. Anthocyanins are a particular type of plant chemical that give fruits and vegetables this deep blue purple colour, and you can already tell that just from looking at the actual product itself. It's pretty phenomenal, and it has that really punchy flavour as well. The more bitter and the more pungent the flavours, the more polyphenols that you have in the product itself, and that's a really good way of gauging that, you know what, if it tastes super strong and it's got some of these pungent notes, these are going to be really, really good for your health and really, really good for your microbes, because they love as many different polyphenols as possible.
So from a morning point of view, we thought, what happens in the morning? Well, I want to wake up, I want to have all the positive mood on it, but also I want to see handle signs to help me with focus and cognitive health. So A, it's really delicious, I use it all the time, but also it's actually doing some very good things for your morning routine. So a teaspoon of that in there.
First thing in the morning you feel a bit groggy, and then by half an hour you feel like, okay, I'm getting there, and you brush your teeth, and then like suddenly you're a bit more awake. The idea is you don't want to have a double hit of cortisol spikes, because when you drink something like caffeine, it does increase your cortisol. So you don't want to have like a double peak and then like a crash. So there's the thinking behind that. That idea hasn't actually been demonstrated in science. And in terms of bulletproof coffee, so bulletproof coffee, if people don't know, it's where you have black coffee and like something like ghee or butter or something really fatty like MCT oil or coconut oil. And that is meant to be a sort of adjunct to if you're a faster, because you want to prolong the period of time where you're burning fat as your fuel, which naturally happens during the night if you've been fasted for like 12 hours. Again, it is a tool for people to use if they adhere to that strict lifestyle, but it's very easy to bump yourself out of that ketosis by just having like a bit of honey or like, you know, some oats or something. So unless you're really rigid, I don't recommend people do a bulletproof coffee, because let's imagine that you did have a bulletproof coffee with some saturated fat and you had some oats, then you've got basically this combination of high sugar, high fat, which is basically a standard American diet, which is not what you want at all, which is really not good for your health. If you're sensitive to caffeine, which some people are, then I would opt for going a decaf or something that my colleague has sort of a pioneer. He calls it the half caf. So you have like half decaf and half caffeinated coffee, and that works really well for some. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's great.
More caffeine than regular espresso. But the thing about matcha is that it also has an amino acid called L-theanine naturally in it, which means that the sort of jitters that some people experience with caffeine, they don't have, because L-theanine is like naturally something that settles you, and that's actually been used as an anti-anxiety supplement as well. So that's why some people can tolerate matcha fine, but not coffee. But again, the same rules apply. I wouldn't have matcha today.
Until what time?
Huh?
Until what time?
I would say 11 a.m. before 11 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, much past 6 p.m.
Yeah, I know.
You just reminded
They look amazing. You girls are pro Bircher girlies. And look at that. Baby's first Bircher. It's gone wow. The Bircher, and now that was so fun, by the way. I love adding things to my like yogurt bowls and oat bowls. So we just made a birch bowl with all the plant points and goodness in it. Now we're just exploring. Oh my gosh, I forgot how gorgeous this place is. Wow. Oh my gosh, do you see the pool? We found it! This is stunning, isn't it? Wow. I kind of love that it's just like loads of different houses built up. Yes! And then they have a spa here, which is gorgeous. The pool is closed. There would be in here, which would have been so fun. at these seats. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, look at them with the little. Oh.
You've gone full length akimbo.
I have. I'm like actually straddling that. Found the dark chocolate blueberries. They're so good.
Last year, and I think it's crazy to say as a retailer, we didn't have a tea range. Like, we're a wellness company, but we didn't have a brilliant tea range. So we've been on a really kind of long journey about what makes the perfect cup of tea. So I kind of wanted to share my kind of best tips in terms of what makes the best cup of tea, and then tell you what we've done with our range. But I thought let's start by having a nice cup of one of our first teas. And I'll come with both of us actually. And tea is one of the most complex products you can work. It's very like wine actually in terms of the blending that you've got to do with tea. So this is our new masala chai. Does anyone like chai tea? Yes. This was probably one of the hardest to get right, if I'm honest, because you put too much cinnamon in there, too much ginger, too much nutmeg, it just throws it all off. So this has actually got 18 ingredients, the chai tea actually, because if those 18 things aren't great quality, it's a bit like the salads, it's a bit like the birches, it's a bit like all the recipes you guys, followers talk to you guys about, that actually there's no point. So really you have to get beautiful ingredients, and if one of them, there's no point putting it in there if it isn't going to add flavour and taste, because I think April talked about it earlier. Everything we do at H&B is got to taste great. At the end of the day, life's frigging hard, it's quite complicated. Health food I think is incredibly confusing, so actually if we just make it taste great, then we can help people live a healthier lifestyle through eating nice food. So first and foremost, you've got to put brilliant things into the tea bag. The other thing, and I'm going to give you a little visual display of this, is a big part of what makes a great cup of tea. How many times have you been given like a herbal tea somewhere and you're like, it doesn't taste of anything, it's like a cup of hot water? Well actually, a lot of it is in the way you cut your tea leaves. So once you've picked the tea from the tea bush, or you've taken your beautiful botanical ingredients to put in your herbal teas, actually, I used to think before I did this job that finer the better, and you almost think, is that going to give you a more intense flavour? Actually, it's exactly the opposite, and what you want is to celebrate the beautiful ingredients, and actually by leaving your tea leaves that bit bigger, you're going to impart so much more flavour. So this is the chai that we're actually drinking, and I'm happy to hand these around if you want to, or if you want to take any photos, etc. Actually, I hadn't realised how important the tea bag is to how the taste of your tea will come out. So if you think, so many teas are in those kind of round paper, classic tea bags that you don't really think much about. Actually, one thing that this pyramid tea bag does is give the tea room to breathe. And actually, by giving the tea the room to breathe, it's going to brew quicker. Because what the next step is actually, perfect cup of tea comes from brewing it for the right amount of time. But you've got to start with the right bag to brew it for the right amount of time. And the thing, we all live so busy lives. I go from one call to the next, and you're just lucky to be able to put the kettle on, quickly brew a cup of tea, and then you whip it out before, it's probably even barely touched the hot water, and I'm all ready to the bin, add in your milk, and off you go, and you don't really think about it. Actually, the perfect cup of tea has got to be brewed for 3 or 4 minutes. So you need that kind of mindful moment. And if you think of it as a mindful moment, actually looking at your tea is a really nice thing to do from a kind of mental health perspective. But this tea bag, we specifically chose this silk pyramid tea bag because that helps brew faster. So if you haven't got a lot of time, actually that silk tea bag is going to impart the flavour quicker. So once again, going back to a delicious cup of tea.
Ingredients to make it, but now I need somebody to come and make this for me because I think it's a perfect thing this time in the afternoon.
Yes. And now I'm back home for a bath before dinner. How lucky am I? Oh goodness, what a special afternoon I have had. I feel so grateful not only to be staying at Thyme, which is one of the most beautiful places in the Cotswolds. How amazing. Hopefully you've been able to see from me walking around how gorgeous this is. And you guys might remember it because I have been here before. I have vlogged it, but like years and years ago, before Thyme was like a thing. I know that everyone loves it now, but it was kind of quite new when I stayed here before. So special. I just can't believe that every time I'm walking around it smells like Josie's wedding. Scent really does evoke such important memories, and I talk about this a lot because if I go on like a new trip, or if I go to like a new destination, or even if it's like a date night or a wedding or something special, I will choose a different perfume or even buy a different perfume so that I can specifically spray it. And then like when you come away from the moment and like a few weeks down the line you smell it, it takes you back. that's how I feel being here. Like, I feel like I'm in Josie's wedding. So yeah, it's quite emotional for me, but I have had the most perfect day. So checked into the room, had a gorgeous little morning, a wellness morning, had my tea, and then we basically had a chat from the most amazing doctor. I need to see if he has a podcast. I know that he has a book. I will go and ask him at dinner. I want to just like, I hate the word pick his brains, but I need to pick his brains about everything. They were talking about, you know, how important plant points are, and it's so good because Holland and Barrett, it says plant points on their like labels. Also, this isn't an ad. I have worked with Holland and Barrett before, but I'm just a super fan. I'm a huge customer, and you guys will see that because I always go into Holland and Barrett on my vlogs, like as a genuine customer. I'm like, I was just saying to someone, I'm a super fan. Someone just messaged me on Instagram, gorgeous Holly. She literally just tagged me, just shared it to my stories. Oh my gosh, where's it gone? She's like, EMSHELX was not lying on her vlog when she said how amazing these are, and she's gone and bought the chocolate covered dates. Guys, you know I'm obsessed. And then I just literally pulled them out of my bag because of course I had these this morning before my workout, and then I also had them in the car because I was hungry, so I had to have some. I pop them all the time whenever I'm hungry. I also obviously make my own at home, but I got a bit lazy and like I don't have the time, and dates just work so well for me before working out, and I just love that they're chocolate covered. Let me have my daily chocolate, okay? I mean, I eat too much chocolate, but whatever. Wellness is not about depriving yourself. Okay, what else was I gonna say to you? So we learned all about like the nutrients and how important it is when making like the salad bowls and the lunch. So I wanted to keep all of that in there for you guys because I thought this was going to be such a gorgeous wellness vlog, and if I'm learning and enjoying it, hopefully you guys are learning and enjoying it too. I know a lot of health and fitness advice can be very preachy, and nothing felt preachy today, which was amazing. So hopefully you could take something away from that. And I definitely want to do like a host your own salad bar night at home because it was amazing, like all of the toppings. Also, the roasted chickpeas, you can actually buy them from Holland and Barrett in the bags. I'm also going to roast them at home myself and just pop them on top of the salad. They were so nice and crunchy. And then we built a bircher, which is for the morning, which I'm very excited about. I did decaf coffee, oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, banana, and what else did I pop in there? Peanut butter, which is like my dream smoothie. So that's gonna be my bircher muesli, bircher oat pot for on the go, which is so special. And now we just have some downtime before dinner. Oh, I did then do a one-to-one with the Holland and Barrett amazing team, who he was like, I've seen you in the Batsy store. I was like, yeah, I'm always in there. So we had a chat about supplements, and it was just nice to talk to like-minded people. So now I'm gonna run a bath and just have a little bit of downtime before we're having mocktails. And by the way, the tea, I'm very passionate about tea. I'm very passionate about a lot of things, but I truly love a good cup of tea. I'm British, who doesn't? But I love herbal teas, and the level of thought that has gone into making the Holland and Barrett teas is amazing. You guys know I drink my dandelion tea every night. I'll link the one below that I use. But yeah, they put so much thought into it. So I just tried their chai, and I've also had the lemon tea, which was really good. I haven't actually been feeling 100% lately. I thought I was maybe getting tonsillitis, but I had some, obviously very on brand, Holland and Barrett Manuka honey last night before bed, and I, touch wood, think I'm better. So touch wood, the tonsillitis hasn't come on. And they were actually saying that they've reformulated their Manuka honey to have lion's mane. It's like the world's first Manuka honey that's been formulated with added goodness. So they have one for morning and one for evening. So I'm such a wellness buff, but by wellness I mean like I have my dessert as well. I eat my chocolate. Wellness for me is not just having green juice and depriving myself. Absolutely not. I'm so real about what I eat. So funny, I get so many comments being like, oh my god, there's so much food. Yeah, there is. I eat a lot of food. We should all be eating a lot of food. Like, I'm sorry if that's too much for you, but that is me, and I'm not going to change. I love food. Food is one of my biggest passions. I share food, and I know so many of you share it too. So if you don't like food, this is probably not the channel for you, because I find so much love and passion through food. And the doctor was saying the same. He was like, I'm a doctor, I'm a nutritionist. He was like, food is about so much more than taste. It is literally like love. So yeah, I really liked that. Sorry, I get very passionate. So I'm now gonna have a bath. Feeling really grateful, really happy. So let's do this. One of the girls on this trip, Matilda, she was like, oh my gosh, did you find the corridor with the pantry in it? I was like, I don't have a corridor, I don't have a pantry. She was like, the flapjack was so good. So they brought me my own flapjack. They was like, there should have been a truck with loads of food in your room. And I was like, there wasn't. So they brought me flapjack. I'm so excited to eat this. Wearing Emily's dress that she loaned me, but she's in LA, so she can't have it back right now. Hope she doesn't mind me wearing this tonight. Absolutely love it. You guys might remember I wore it on my birthday. I haven't just got much done. I've actually just been sat working in the bath, which was divine. What a special place to work. I'm now going to go meet the girls and we're going to go for dinner, which I just know is going to be amazing. I did also have flapjack, which was so good. Like, Matilda was not lying. The flapjack is amazing. I miss Emily so much. I miss my bestie, but at least I'm wearing her dress. So now it's kind of like she's here with me. Okay, let's go eat. I cannot wait to see dinner. We're starting with some Holland and Barrett mocktails. How lucky am I? So cute. Wow, they sound amazing.
If you want alcohol, there is so amazing. Well, you might want one of each.
Thank you. I am gonna do, I think I'm gonna start with the red. Morning, it is bright and early and I am heading back to London now. I'm so sad because it means I miss the breakfast with everyone, and I also miss all the fun because I think they're probably gonna be doing like yoga, meditation, all that gorgeous wellness stuff today. But I actually have a Pilates event in London with White Fox, which I'm really excited about, but I'm just sad that they clashed. But I've just popped on some of the kit to decide what to wear. This top, oh my goodness, it feels amazing. Like, my boobs look great. Really love this. I also love the fact that this has a kind of like contrast, and I popped the leggings on with it, which are really comfortable and flattering. It almost looks like a one piece actually. Okay, I need to leave, but I'm just gonna try the flares on and decide which ones I'm gonna wear. Like, as it wakes up, oh my gosh, dinner last night was so good. I have to dash so early this morning, which is so sad because it means that I miss all the fun today at the wellness retreat. I miss I think they're doing yoga and meditation, and I also miss a group breakfast, but a few of the other girls have to leave as well. We all have quite back-to-back things, but I've just got changed and ready. I'm wearing this outfit because I'm actually heading to another wellness event today in London, back in London, so let's hope I can beat the traffic. I've just done my hair, let me show you, with my GHD Duet Blow Dry. I love this so much. Honestly, one of the best hair tools ever. I've popped my necklace on. I've got my E and my little special evil eye that one of my closest friends, Caroline, got me. And then I popped this sports bra on. It's from White Fox. I'm doing the Pilates class with White Fox, so they very kindly gave me a little outfit to wear. And I've got these flares on, which I love. I don't know if you can tell, but they remind me of the old disco pants that you got from American Apparel. Oh my gosh, they're so nice, but like sheeny, but not too sheeny. Anyway. It's the top I'm really here for because I just think it's so stunning the way it holds, and I love this. So I'm doing kind of like a wellness day with them. I've got this jumper to pop on as well because it's realistically probably going to be quite cold. But yeah, last night was amazing. Holland and Barrett have hosted the most amazing retreat. I feel so lucky and also feel so ready now to go and have another exciting morning of things with White Fox. So yeah, I feel like I'll probably finish my makeup in the car because I need to dash, but I really just quickly wanted to show you this little bit. I really thought of everything. I just got this delivery to my door. I'm so sad that I'm missing out on these activities, but look at this. You get the smoothie with benefits, apple and blackberry, just add water. These are the ranges that they've put so much work and effort and research into. It's got creatine, 24 grams of protein, and they have a pre-workout. This sounds really good. Focus, hydration, endurance. Oh my goodness, what is in this one? Oh my gosh, hydration. I was just thinking I really could do with some electrolytes. And then I got some water, and then I even got, oh my gosh, they now have their bars. This is so exciting. I'm so sad I have to leave, but I have to leave because I need to get back to London, but I will be taking this with me. How fun. I also need to find out where my bircher is because I want to take my breakfast bircher with me on the go. So sad to be saying goodbye to this beautiful room. My gosh, it's just been absolutely perfect in every way. And just like that, I am back in London looking ever so slightly dishevelled and feeling ever so slightly dishevelled. I have been napping in the car and I am good to go. I've decided to pop the flared pants on, which I don't know if that was a good idea because it's raining. I always seem to wear flared pants in the rain. Dinner last night was amazing. I took a picture of the menu because we had this like charred cauliflower steak with, it was kind of like a baba ganoush and then a beetroot raita. It was so good. I need to ask the chefs for the recipe because I want to recreate it. I'm really sad that I missed the pancakes this morning and the pancake fun and the workout, but I am heading to my own workout now with White Fox, which is going to be so fun. I'm running insanely late. I hate being late, but there's nothing you can do. It's just one of those things, like if you think it's going to take 2 hours to get somewhere in London, it always takes like 3 hours. In fact, almost 4 hours I feel like, because it's just, yeah, the traffic's just been pretty crazy today. I forget how bad London traffic is, even though I live here, but it's all good. So we're going to do this workout, and oh my gosh, I had a lovely smoothie in my room this morning, which was gorgeous, and yeah, let's that you're all here. Everyone looks stunning. How's Pilates? Amazing, amazing. Well, as you know, we are here to officially kick off the launch of the gorgeous new White Fox Active collection. We've got the pops of colour, we've got the amazing neutrals as well, and honestly, everyone looks phenomenal. I'm so honoured to be here with you. My name is Juliet, and I am a business and mindset coach, and we're just going to be achieving all of those goals that have been sat in your heads for the last few years. You ready?
Ready.
A couple of little housekeeping things. Lunch is going to be served straight after this session, so we're going to go just under an hour, and then we're going to have gorgeous lunch. Yeah, it's all over. Yeah. Okay, well, whichever category you fall into, I promise you, you are not going to walk out this door the same woman that walked in, because you are dedicating this time to yourself and your future self and setting some goals. And if you are a vision board and manifestation skeptic and you're like, okay, cool, but it's all a load of BS, like, how does this actually work? That was me a little while ago, okay? So I just want to give you full permission to just like stay open, let's see what happens. And yeah, the plan for this session is I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on how we set goals, how you can get the most out of this. Then you're going to have some creative time. You've seen the images, the arts and crafts on the table. We can like unleash our creative sides. You can make your vision board, and then I'm going to teach you how to actually use it, because it's very, very easy to do the cutting and sticking right, to see the first class slide and be like, okay, I can make a nice picture, but I want more than that from you, right? I want you to be able to walk out of here having full conviction and confidence that this is going to be your healthiest year yet, your wealthiest year yet, or the year that you get your business class flight, or you know, that you manifest your dream partner, or whatever it is that's on your vision board. So let's talk about what a vision actually is. Having a vision is like how you want to bring your goals into life, right? So it's casting your North Star. It's saying, this is what I want to work towards, and then I'm going to make a plan to achieve it.
Okay, who has some goals that they have already set for this year? Okay, does anyone feel open to like sharing them, shouting them out? Drive the license, yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, protect your energy and not get on the other. Any more goals?
Already.
Money, fitness, health, wealth, happiness, all the things. Okay, I love it. So something that I'm a huge advocate for is we can't move forward without moving back.
I've just checked into my room with Russell Hobbs, and inside here, oh my gosh, is so a moment of me time. And now I have some me time in my room, which is really exciting. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the launch of the Calm Kettle. We hope you enjoy your stay and take time to enjoy a moment of calm whilst you're here. Yes, I will be sitting and doing my work actually. And then here is the itinerary. My gosh, so we have a meditation session at 9:30. There's actually a Barry's boot camp next door, so my moment of calm will definitely be an 8 a.m. Barry's, followed by meeting everyone at 9:30. Then we have a sound bath, and then we have farewells. So this is just going to be a dream. I'm so excited about your kettle. Enjoy a moment of me time with its gentle coloured lights, optional soothing sounds. I need to try this. And then in here, oh, this is so lovely. I'm so lucky. We have my very own Russell Hobbs water bottle, gorgeous colour. I guess this will be coming to Barry's with me tomorrow, and this will be coming to meditation. The most gorgeous e-mug so that I can have my me time and have a nice little tea. I will actually have one of the Holland and Barrett teas in there. A mulberry silk mask, which I actually needed last night. So this will definitely come in handy tonight. Oh my gosh, it says Yana, that is so special. A face mask, a journal, a pillow sleep spray, a mindfulness journal. That is so lovely. And then what is in here? Tea time is me time. So in here we have got sit back and reflect. We've got a tea and mindfulness journal. We've got biodegradable tea sacks. Oh my gosh, this is so lovely. This is so thoughtful. And what is in here? Da, 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 da. My goodness, the plot thickens. This is so special. Wow. Pure grade matcha, lemon matcha, super matcha. You guys know I love matcha. And then I also have, oh my gosh, I'm going to try this. I love black tea. Chocolate digestives, a smooth cocoa hit with a chocolatey biscuity base. Mellow yellow, which is a herbal infusion. Spiced turmeric and pineapple. And then this is a bedtime one, so I'll have Dozy Girl before bed. And then I will have this one now because I'm really in the mood for something a little chocolatey. This is so, so, so sweet. I'm going to raid the mini bar and see if there are some little cookies or something to go with this as well. How gorgeous. Hello, good evening. Okay, so that has been such a gorgeous, gorgeous morning and afternoon. Spent most of the day with the White Fox team at 180. You can hear my voice is going from all the socializing. A gorgeous Pilates session in the most gorgeous workout kit, and then we did a manifestation session, which I just think is so important. And also something I wanted to say, because I was speaking to my mum on the phone this morning, but I couldn't really vlog because I was in a taxi when I was trying to talk to you guys. I was saying to my mum, I have never had bad service in Holland and Barrett. I am so impressed by the products. I'm so impressed by the science that goes into them. They were saying, like, the products that they've launched, for example, they have science papers to back them up. Everything about the people at Holland and Barrett, the staff, the research teams, the scientists and nutritionists, I am so impressed. I've always loved shopping there. I actually used to go to the store in Leeds with my nana, then when I was a student in Leeds, and mum and I have grown up going there, and to just see like how far Holland and Barrett has come, it's always been great, but the fact that they now have like their own Manuka honey with benefits, they've like really listened to the target market, and they've launched like buckwheat flour, which I have been baking with for years, but you could never get to at Holland and Barrett, and now they have their own brand of buckwheat flour. So really cool to see like the research that went into their teas and everything. The fact that they now have electrolytes, post-workout things, smoothies, they have their own blends. I'm very excited about it all because, you know, I'm a wellness girly. So that was great. Now I'm checked into a new hotel for another exciting stay. I was going to do this as a separate vlog, but this is also all about wellness as well. So I thought, why not make this into kind of like a weekly wellness vlog? So now I'm at the Mandrake Hotel and I'm here with Russell Hobbs. Oh my gosh, I love Russell Hobbs. I have their blender. I have their hand blender. You will see, if you read my blog in like 2012, I recommended their hand blender. I have their like handheld whisk. You'll have seen me using that in my Mr. Kipling video recently where I made my brownies and my blondies. I use their items every day, and you probably do without realizing it. Their kettles, their toasters, they're all Russell Hobbs, they're all great. So I don't actually know why I'm here. So let's go and have a look in the room and see what we're here to celebrate. Very exciting and very great. So here is the room. Oh my gosh, I have a little outside area. Oh my gosh, in the jungle. Literally waking up to a jungle. This is so exciting. Da, 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 da. You wore that dress last night. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did wear it because you know what? When you like something, wear it twice. And honestly, no one saw me in it last night because we were sat down and it was dark. I'm wearing it again. I'm not justifying it because it's gorgeous, and when you love something, why not wear it? It's also not mine. It belongs to my best friend, so it's probably not going to be in my grasp for much longer. So I'm going to enjoy it, but also kind of also like, I actually just haven't been feeling very well for the last few hours. I had this plan to get loads of work done, but time of the month, I have never had period pains like this. I know some people find it really TMI when people talk about periods, but like it is just nature. So again, we won't apologise for talking about nature, but wow, that is probably the most painful of period pains I've ever had, like to the point where I thought I was going to collapse. So love and solidarity with people who have very, very painful periods. I know that a lot of people really struggle with them, and I feel very lucky that I haven't ever had that level of pain before. That was horrific. So I feel a bit better now. I've had a cup of tea. How cute is the kettle, by the way? It literally sung to me. Love that. Did feel instantly calm, actually. Now I'm going down for dinner and I guess to learn more about the kettle and everything. So really excited. I do know that one of the girls I was with last night, Matilda, is going tonight, which is so cute. I'm excited. Spend some more time with her, hopefully. So yeah, she'll see me in my same dress again. Let's do this. Good morning. Oh my goodness, I sound rough. So last night was amazing. We had dinner and we learned all about the con kettle, which by the way is gonna, sorry, I'm just trying to find my foundation. I'm using this one and I'm loving it at the moment. The con kettle, we learned about it, which is gonna make the most, oh my gosh, what did I just drop on my toes? The most amazing gift, like, oh my goodness. It is a soothing, calming kettle, as I told you guys, And the best thing about it is that you won't burn your matcha if you're making it at home, because you can choose the temperature of it, which I thought was really cool. So if you're a big tea lover, or you know someone that's a big tea lover, it's actually the perfect kettle, because it basically means that your tea will not be burnt, because you can choose the optimum temperature. You can also just have it like with its little light display, just like as a centerpiece if you wanted it, which is quite fun. It's kind of like art. And it also doesn't like have that really loud boiling noise, so the idea is it doesn't wake other people up in the morning. I quite like the boiling sound of a kettle. I think it's quite like a nice sound, but apparently some people don't. So I thought that was really quite a nice little touch. And then we did tea testing with Bird and Blend. Gosh, their teas are amazing. I tried their blueberry matcha, which is ceremonial grade. We were talking about the importance of proper matcha. I couldn't really record because it was really loud in there with background music. So I don't think you would have been able to hear. I tried to record a little bit, but it was really interesting hearing about the teas. My favourite one was obviously the chocolate digestives one, but it was, I've realised I really like black tea. I'm like a green tea girly. And I also love a white tea because apparently it's got really good like antioxidants in. My mum always recommends them to me. But I really in winter love a black tea, but like a milky black tea. I had it with oat milk last night, it was really good. Okay, so I look exhausted and I plan to wake up and do a really early Barry's today, but I'm still just really not feeling very well. I didn't really sleep much, which is so ironic when I'm in such a beautiful hotel room. And maybe I had caffeine before bed, I'm not sure, but my body is just really sore. From time of the month, it's really hit me this month. So yeah, my tummy and everything has just been not a happy tummy, and that's my body's way of saying rest. And you know what? We should listen to it if our body says that to us. It is a sign to listen. So I've listened to my body. I've got this little outfit on actually that I wore yesterday. I love this bra. Oh my goodness, this is the one that I ran around central London trying to find it in stock. They didn't have it and then it came back in stock online anyway. It's just so good. With some little flares that I wore yesterday, and then I'm gonna pop a little zip up over the top and head to meditation because it's all about finding a moment of calm. We are doing meditation and sound bath this morning, so let's do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. Some Greek yogurt with some berries and then some avocado toast. Yum. And obviously a cup of tea brewed. Just like that, it is the end of the retreat. In fact, the end of what feels like 3 amazing retreats with Holland and Barrett, then a White Fox Pilates, and then today with Russell Hobson last night, which has just been amazing. 3 incredible brands and just feeling very zen. It's just a shame about the period causing me seriously many problems. I'm very tired. And just not feeling my best, to be honest. So I feel like this is a bit of a moangy vlog. I'm actually heading over to my friend's house now to have a little catch up with her. She's very, very heavily pregnant. She's actually about to give birth, so I'm driving out of London to see her. And with this tummy, it's going to be quite a long drive, but she's probably going to give birth the next time I see her. I think this vlog is hopefully a nice reminder, doing lots of wellness things that listen to your body. If you don't, what's the quote? If you don't make time for your wellness, you have to make time for your illness. And it's important to catch up on sleep, have all the good proteins, and take time for like tea, take some me time. I know it can sound super preachy, but that's kind of why I wanted to share this vlog, because it was nice to hear from like health experts who were talking about like having your beans and having your protein and having a cup of tea and me time, and why matcha is so great for you without it being preachy, if that makes sense. Like I say this all the time, you don't have to do the LED masks and the collagen and the greens powder and the matcha. You could just choose one thing, like going for a bath or going for a walk or listening to a podcast that personally makes you feel good wellness wise. Like what makes me feel good might not make you guys feel good. So if you made it this far, my secret YouTube familiar, leave a comment below and let me know what makes you feel good. What's something like wellness wise? It could be a hot shower, it could be a bath, it could be a cold shower, it could be going to Pilates, going to Barry's, having your morning matcha in the morning, reading a few pages of a book. Like I sat and read that Charlie McKay book in time, and I just had a few minutes just reading it, and I was like, this feels great. And I had a bath with salts, and all of these things are such a privilege to do, to have the time, but how amazing if we can carve the time out Anyway, don't want to get too preachy. When I'm like hormonal, I'm always like quite emotional, and yeah, you know when it just makes you feel like very drained, but then how can you be like drained and uplifted? Because I've had such a great week at the same time, yeah. So I'm gonna go see my friend, which I know is gonna fill my cup so much. I'm feeling so grateful to have been able to do these things with some of my favorite brands ever that I'm genuinely a customer of. Like, my house is full of Russell Hobbs. I'm absolutely obsessed with Holland & Barrett. You guys know I'm literally wearing my flares right now from White Fox. So just a bit of a dream week and feeling great, because January is usually like really quiet. So it's been nice to see people and have such a lovely few days. I'm feeling very grateful. So getting cozy, let's go see my friend, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please click it now. It would mean a lot. And come say hi on Instagram, EMSHELX. All my love, guys. Hope you're well.